Right.
Ding dong, trick or treat.
Ashley be here. Hello, Ashley. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta invite you in. You're a vampire. Come on in, Ashley.
Thank you very much. Hello, Jeff.
Hello, hello. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. My favorite time of the year. But before we get started, I know we're gonna make the worst vampires and pirates ever. I need glasses to be able to see everything, so maybe we'll just get those on.
I tune in my glasses.
All right. So, an exciting time of the year. I absolutely love Halloween. I know for me, my son, this is his favorite time of the year. In fact, I actually think he likes Halloween more than Christmas. I know, but
I agree.
so one of the things that he loves doing is decorating the house. And with the freestyle we'll talk about in a few moments, I want to give you a little story about how I used the freestyle during the holidays last year. Because this is our second generation, but with the first generation, what I did was we set the house up. We did the front yard, all the decorations. We had witches' hats hanging off of the porch, lighting, effects. We do it all. We really do it up. But one of the things I did is I actually used the freestyle in the living room and projected some scary images onto a white drape in the window so that when you looked at our house from the street, it was really high end, really spooky. But again, that's what makes this so fun, is the portability and to be able to play around with it. So Halloween this year is going to be a big hit again in my house, but I'm gonna see if I can get 2 more projectors. I'd love to be able to utilize the windows upstairs on the house and really go full out. So really excited about talking about this product. I'm really glad you're here. So let's an introduction for the audience. My name's Jeff Ingram. I'm the National Training Manager for Samsung. And Ashley, tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Ashley Roboto. I am a content creator. I've been making content on the internet for a very long time, but I've been doing it full-time as my job for like 6.5 years or so. I stream over on Twitch for the most part, make some YouTube videos here and there, and it's a blast. I enjoy every second of it.
That's fantastic. So awesome. Let's get right into the product. I want to get your first impressions. You've had this for a couple weeks now. What are your thoughts when you first unboxed it?
Honestly, when I first unboxed it, it was, smaller but more sturdy than I was expecting. Like, even with this stand, it's so small, but it's so like sturdy. Like, you can't really knock it over super easy. It's really great. And, I was a little impatient when I first unboxed it, so I just kind of set it up, and, I heard about all the, you just got to point it in place. I'm like, all right, sure. So I set it up, tried to, shine it, at wild angles on the wall, on the ceiling, and it adjusted on, different colors. It was fantastic. Yeah, it's super point and play. It was great, and I've been using it a lot. It's Halloween, spooky time. I love Halloween as well. Halloween is my favorite holiday. Love being spooky, love vampires. I've loved vampires my whole life. So, you know, when I got the opportunity to, you know, dress up today, bring a little bit, like, you know, come out of the coffin and hang out.
Nice.
Loved it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been using that now for the last couple weeks, playing some spooky games. I got it set up in my backyard to like check that kind of stuff out. I've been setting it up in my room, watching some horror movies and things. It's been a really, really good time.
Well, certainly for myself, being on the high seas on the pirate ship, we know that not everywhere you're placing this product is going to have an even surface. So for me, being able to just grab it, place it down, there's advanced sensors in there that even if it's off angle a little bit, it's automatically going to calibrate the image so that it appears straight on whatever surface you're putting it on. Now, autofocus, that's always a pain in the butt, trying to go in the menu, focus it, get it sharp, looking great. Again, being on the pirate ship, she moves a lot. So you know what? I need to make sure that I just place it and it autofocuses automatically on the side of the ship. And then finally, keystoning. That's another one that maybe people who are in projection have heard of, but if you haven't, it's when you're placing the image a little bit higher, and what happens is it kind of has this angle, and that can be a bit of a setup to make that change. But again, all done automatically. So this product is one of those, it's going to autofocus, it's going to auto level, and it's going to auto keystone. So like you said, literally plug it in, point, shoot, and you're watching some of your favorite programs or playing video games.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's talk about, again, the design of the product. Very nice, like you said, very sturdy. There is a little bit of weight to it. It's got a 360 design look. There's a couple inputs on the side here that supply your power, as well as a micro HDMI. So if you wanted to connect a source to it, or maybe an Xbox game console, you can plug it on the side. But we have a little trick that can maybe bypass that game console, which we'll talk about in a minute. You can even take this base off and screw it on to, let's say, a tripod, and maybe have a little bit more flexibility that you may not have with just having this stand. So there's a lot of things that we can do. And again, being on a pirate ship, moving around, I want to make sure that I'm getting a fantastic image all the time. What do you think of the skin color on this particular model?
I think it is beautiful. I love when things come in like funkier colors, but I do know that we also have some skins for that, which I love to call them little costumes at this time of year. It's like little projector costumes for the Freestyle. And I love that you can change it up, honestly. They're really great. I'm an artist. I do a lot of my own graphics and stuff on my Twitch channel, and I am never satisfied with something staying the same looking. So the fact that I can swap out little like skins for it whenever I really want to is great. And look at, they're beautiful. I love that green so much.
Yeah, it's great. Now this is optional accessory, so it doesn't come with it. It comes with a white skin, but just like the Halloween spirit, you can take that skin off and you can replace it with a fresh skin. So different colors there. Speaking of this time of the season, I do have some treats at any time if you want.
I'm so sorry, Jeff. I appreciate it. I'm just not the biggest candy corn fan.
All right, tell you what, maybe I'll fill it up with some blood wine a little bit later.
Now that I might take you up on.
Excellent. I'm going to finish up some of my pumpkin spice latte, if you don't mind.
Please enjoy.
All right, so let's continue on with some of the accessories. You know, portability. You mentioned about taking it outside and in the backyard. Not always are you going to find an outlet. If you're going camping, it may be difficult. So we do have an optional external battery that basically this projector just sits on top of it, and it comes with a cord that connects the power to the battery. So it's got about 2 hours, which is going to allow you to watch some of your favorite horror movies. They're always generally under 2 hours.
They're pretty good at that.
So some flexibility, being able to take it on the go literally together. We also have even another optional accessory. Look at all these accessories, incredible.
Yeah, so many.
This is basically connects to the back of the unit, and you basically screw it in like a light bulb. So if you have track lighting or pot lights that you want to project an image down on the floor or on a tabletop, there's some more flexibility for you.
So cool.
And I know traveling, keeping it safe, keeping it protected. We also have a case for it as well that it just slips into here. You just screw it on and you just connect it to maybe a knapsack. So as you can see, a wide range of different type of accessories available for the Freestyle. So again, the promo we have today is going to be purchase a Freestyle. We're going to give you a free Xbox game controller, and we'll talk a little bit more about the reason for that in a moment. That offer is available until November 16th. So starting today to November 16th, you will be able to enjoy that. And that kind of reminds me, we have done, this is our third part in a series of lifestyle screens where we did one with the frame, the Seraph. So those are still available that you can take a look at. Those promos are running as well. But again, today it's all about the new Freestyle 2nd generation, which, like I said, one of my favorite products to be able to grab and go and take around with me. All right, you were mentioning about watching movies.
Yes.
I'm curious, what kind of movies have you been watching around this time of the season?
Well, right now I feel like I am a little bit of a horror snob. I know, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
But I discovered that I think like the Conjuring movies are better than I thought they were.
Yeah.
So we've been kind of going through those. My partner and I have been watching those, all that stuff. And then we've also been watching the new like Fall of House Usher has been like the thing that I've been doing. We've been really going on Netflix and just seeing what's up there. It's been a great time.
I would imagine that, going, let's say, from a smaller screen size, 50, 55 inch to 100 inch screen size, what's the impact and how immersive is it when watching those horror movies?
It's definitely wild because I have a 52-inch TV is my biggest TV, so I have the Freestyle set up in the back corner of our bedroom, and it projects on the far wall, and we had to make it smaller because it went over like our entire wall. So I'm like, oh, a little too much, but it's great because honestly, you feel so immersed. I feel like I've noticed that my partner and I are like, oh my gosh, because it just feels like you're so in it. You have to like look away a little bit more than you normally would. And it's really cool. It really helps because you have all the lights off. It's really like atmospheric. It's awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of flexibility. You go anywhere from a 30-inch screen size all the way up to a 100-inch screen size, depending on the distance from the wall or the surface that you're projecting it on. But there is features in there that will allow you to zoom and maybe even shift the image depending on where the projector is placed.
I was just going to say that because that's what we had to do. We had to make it a little bit smaller, shift it over to the left because our door is on the right side of our wall, and it was super easy to do.
Yeah, awesome. Me, myself, I love to watch the pirate movies. So I love all these pirate movies that I'm watching, feeling like I'm back in the old days, pillaging and, riding the boat and the skeletons and everything. Oh, absolutely fantastic. A really immersive viewing experience for sure. Now, smart, how you're accessing that content. What did you notice about the smart TV user interface that made it easy for you when playing around with the Freestyle?
Oh yeah, when I first booted it up, it's got the same user face as like the Samsung Smart TVs, which I own. So yeah, if you are familiar with the Samsung user interface, super duper easy. It's also pretty easy even if you're not, because that's a pretty good user interface. Like you can figure it out right off the hop. But yeah, it is just like using a smart TV, but it's just in a projector, which is really cool.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, very simple to use. Again, even whether you're a Samsung user or not, you're going to find that the interface is easy to navigate, some customization, a lot of great smart TV features. But I know there's one smart TV feature in particular that really got you excited and basically what you do for a living. So we actually have it projected behind us. What was one of your highlight features on the Freestyle? I play games for a living, right? And I think that's something that a lot of people don't really think about is that sometimes when you play games for a living, you kind of lose that as a hobby. So it's harder and harder to play games because you feel like you're tethered to like your office, your desk, your streaming space, or recording space, whatever. But getting this, I feel like it frees up. I can just kind of do stuff on the go because with this, and if you have an Xbox Game Pass subscription, you can. Thank you. That to you.
You can basically have access to the Xbox Game Pass library if you have a subscription, and it's cloud-based, so you don't have to plug in a console, so you don't have to lug that around, and it works great if you have a good network connection. It's awesome and easy to use, super easy to use actually.
Yeah, and one of the great things about this feature is that it's not meant to replace the game console. In fact, it's meant to complement it. So if you're a hardcore gamer or a competitive gamer, you still have your Xbox or PlayStation. But what this gives you is that added flexibility that maybe you want, I'm going to go up to the living room and maybe play a game, nothing too competitive, just enjoyable, let some steam off, maybe in the bedroom, or nowadays with a product like the Freestyle, take it out in the backyard. I know that's what I've done numerous times is during the summertime. Colin loves playing his video games, so being able to play it outside on a big white sheet hanging on the fence, that was exciting for him and very enjoyable.
Yeah. It's super great because, I feel like you're going to do a lot of your major gaming on console, but gosh, if you want to level grind in something and you just want to do something just kind of mindless and hanging out, that's great.
Yeah.
But we have the whole gaming hub here. So obviously it's not just the Xbox Game Pass you have access to. If we hop on over, we have my wing of the castle, as you could say, which is Twitch. So if you want to watch some Twitch, you want to check out some streamers, if you want to see some games that you have an interest in that you want to watch gameplay or whatever, you can easily check that out there. And you can also follow me.
Now, one of the things I actually love about the Twitch app is that it doesn't go into your smart TV apps. It actually gets migrated into the gaming hub, which is what you see here. The gaming hub just basically gives you everything laid out that you would want from a gaming perspective, whether it's cloud gaming, even any device that you have connected, it will show up in here. And then Twitch, obviously being very game focused, may as well put the Twitch app in the game hub. So Samsung's thought about that as well.
No, that's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe if we go into Xbox, like I said, this is something that you would need to pay for. Xbox Live Game Pass is an optional, that doesn't come with the Freestyle. So it is something that a lot of people who are into gaming may already have. But it's also a solution for those that maybe aren't, grandma or aunts and uncles that may have purchased the Freestyle so that when the grandkids or cousins and nephews come over, all they need to do is bring a game controller. But you know what? Don't worry about bringing your game controller because of the promo that we have, which is you buy the Freestyle, we will give you a free Xbox game controller that will work not only on the Xbox games, but it's going to work on any of the cloud-based gaming applications we have. So that's great. You don't have to worry about trying to find different remotes. One remote is going to be able to control it all.
Yeah, it's great. Like I've been using this to just hop around and get into here. Like now we're on the Xbox Game Pass app and we've got a bunch of horror games to choose from. Like if you are in need of some horror game recommendations, you haven't really checked it out too much, I have a few for you. So first off, right here we have Amnesia, which is really cool, very scary. So definitely not like the safest for beginners. It's very, very scary, but it's very, very good. And we'll skip over to Limbo first because Limbo is an older one, very good. There's also Inside from the same dev, but Cocoon is the newest game from the Limbo and Inside devs, and that's fantastic. There's also games like Little Nightmares. There's Bramble the Mountain King, which is a lot newer. I haven't played it yet, but I've seen some incredible, incredible Let's Plays. And Soma, which is also from the Amnesia devs, and it is underwater horror, and I love both of those things very much. So very spooky, but very, very cool.
So lots to choose from, obviously.
Oh yeah,
and
so much.
During the holiday season or during Halloween, a lot of Halloween-themed games, which is great. So a lot for people to enjoy, whether you're young or old. Funny enough, I heard that the typical gamer, the age when we think about it, it's the teenagers. Well, it's not. It's somewhere between the ages of like 35 to 37. Myself, I love gaming, and I am 50 years old, but I do love gaming. So as a pirate that's been on the seas for a long time, coming home and playing some video games, I'm not afraid to admit I enjoy it. I love playing with my son, and having Xbox Game Pass on there is fantastic for myself. Not the kind of guy that goes out and buys video games, but to have a subscription base and access wide range of content.
Oh yeah, so many games, so much content to consume. For sure.
And I know even for myself, when I had during Thanksgiving when family came over, my house gets loud. I mean, I got kids running around all over the place. So the Freestyle, the second gen has been a lifesaver for sure. So
Absolutely.
being able to say, you know, take this, go upstairs to your room, we'll go watch a movie, go play some video games. Again, it's for someone like myself to keep the kids away for at least an hour. It's great. Grandma would love it, and again, for Colin to just bring it outside in the backyard and play some video games with his friends during a party or something. This thing's been absolutely awesome and a pleasure to play around with.
Super cool for sure, for sure.
All right, so we went through some of the features, the smart features, from whether you're watching movies to gaming. But again, let's go back to maybe the projector itself. You know, we talked obviously about the style and the design of the product, but there's a lot of technology built in this little compact device.
Absolutely.
So let's start off with the sound. So we have 360 sound. What did you notice about the sound when you were playing and watching some of your movies?
It is surprisingly impressive because it's a small package, right? Usually speakers are like big, long. It's great. I feel like I have it set up on the far side away from me in my bedroom, but it like fills the space. So you can't even really tell that it's only coming from one little guy in the corner of the room. It's really great, really impressive. I am a huge fan of it. It definitely, I've been watching a lot of horror movies, and I feel like atmospheric sound in horror is super duper important. And it works super great. I was freaked out.
If you want to be really scared, though, connect your Bluetooth headphones.
Oh,
you can do
yeah.
that with it. So you can either connect a Bluetooth speaker, but imagine watching a horror movie, 100 inches, with Bluetooth headphones, turn it up a bit, those jump scares, that'll be something else. So the sound is good even if you don't have anything connected to it. It's got voice assistant. So if you have Bixby or use Alexa, you'll be able to send commands that just by turning it off. You know, if you're laying in bed and the projector's over here, just tell the projector to turn off and you don't even have to get out of bed. Because obviously you're going to be way under those covers after watching that movie. Screen mirroring. This is probably one of my favorite features is, you know, going on vacation. I know I was recently thankful enough to go to Scotland and England, so it was an amazing trip. I think we counted about 1,700 photos. Don't worry, I'm not going to show you all 1,700 photos. But to get your mobile device and connect it and just do a slideshow of your vacation photos, not on a small little screen where you're leaning over, but maybe on a 60-inch or 75-inch screen size, and so that everybody can see, you know, what was happening during that vacation. And whether it's looking at photos or even playing videos off your smartphone, this has been great. And a simple tap, you know, if you have a Galaxy device, if you tap the device, it's going to automatically establish a link and you're going to be able to share content from your phone super quick.
That's incredibly cool. I love that. I love the tapping features of things. So that is just super awesome. But yeah, I feel like being able to share all those photos, I feel like every time I try to share photos with anybody, it's like, okay, here's my phone, now pass it around, and it takes like an hour to get back to you if you have to show a lot of people like 1,700 photos. Yeah.
Yeah, and even, you know, there's features in there like ambient mode where you can actually set up, you know, whether it's a photo that projects, you know, for long term. Now that's not just during Halloween, it could be during Christmas time, throughout the year. You know, I can see a wide range of applications for this projector, not just personally, but, you know, an art installation, educational use. You know, I remember the old days, again, because I'm older, the teacher bringing in the film projector. And that would take some time. This is super quick. You know, connect it, show your class different types of content, educational purposes. So even kids drawing, you know I talked about having that lamp thing that hangs above. You can actually have an image and the kids can actually draw in color, maybe on a piece of paper on a tabletop.
That reminds me, I saw something really, really cool on TikTok, and I've noticed that I've seen people doing rugging with the Freestyle. Where they project the image that they're trying to like trace for rugging on like the back of something, and then they can go around it. And like people are doing arts and crafts with it, and it's super awesome because I guess it's compact, way more compact than a traditional projector, way more like easy to use. So I've noticed it on more than one person who's rugging it.
You know, I didn't even think of that. That's awesome because in my son's bedroom, he wants a new paint job. So maybe there's something like a logo or something. I didn't even think of that. So projecting it onto the wall, drawing it out, and then painting it.
Yeah.
Ashley, thank you very much for that. This is awesome. So that learning something new every day. So that's great. So obviously a lot of things that are coming with this. You know, let's kind of review again. You know, from start to finish, what we've already talked. For those that are joining late, we'll go through it.
Yeah, of course.
Let me make sure the audience is aware that we do have an incredible promo. You get the Freestyle projector. Second gen, thank you. And we are going to give you a free Xbox game controller with it. The second gen made some small improvements over the first gen in terms of the speed, the user interface is much quicker, and of course the big feature which we talked about, which was game mode and the game hub and accessing Xbox Game Pass. So that is going to be only in the second generation. So let's start with ease of use. Again, we talked about it, you know, you going to your castle and being able to place it on the rocks, on the
my cobblestones, uneven cobblestones project on the wall, and it like fixes itself. It keystones, autofocuses. It's all great.
Yeah, it takes all that work. I know as someone who's owned a projector before, it can be time consuming. You know, even if I'm just bringing it out for a big event, you know, a big sporting event, I don't want to waste time trying to set everything up and get a screen. I want something simple. I project it on the wall. I'm the guy that everybody wants to come to because I have a 100-inch screen that I'm showing a big sporting event on my wall. So I'm the popular guy. Whether it's watching sports or, again, this time of the season, watching those horror movies and being more immersive viewing experience, that's what the Freestyle is about.
Yeah, fantastic.
Portability. You know, you've already talked about it, but maybe we'll remind the people watching again.
Yeah.
Where have you taken this projector?
I have, you know, taken it all over my house, every room. I've taken it out in my backyard to do little like movie night stuff. And, you know, as a vampire who travels a lot, I could take it anywhere that I want to go.
Yeah, and certainly for a pirate who loves to roam the seas on the rocking boat back and forth, features like that make it a perfect product for me to be able to display it for the rest of my mates on board. So a lot of great fun features. Again, it's the portability. That's the big sell on this.
Yeah.
You're taking a 100-inch TV screen, but on the go, portable. Whether it's in your castle, on my boat, maybe to the cottage, going camping. We do have a wide range of optional accessories as well. We talked about it earlier, the battery. So that's a battery that you can connect. Everything's basically wireless, 2 hours of viewing. We got the light socket adapter. You can put it in track lighting, overhead lighting, pot lights, so that images are projected down, or if you have it like a track lighting onto the wall. This was one of your favorites.
Yes, the wonderful little costumes for the Freestyle are great. I think, yeah, you can customize it how you want, change it out if you get bored of the color and want a little bit of some spice. Easy to do, just like fit it on and away you go.
Yeah, and of course the carrying case. So I didn't show this earlier in terms of how it actually goes in. All you do is place it in here, screw the cap on, connect it to your bag, and you go. So it's going to protect it. It's not going to get damaged. So there's some flexibility with the various accessories. You know, it's not just about the Freestyle second gen projector. It's about some of the accessories that really make it your own, really customize it so that you get more out of it, enjoy more of it. All right, we talked about the design. Lastly, let's talk about, again, what's in it from a smart perspective. You know, I know we talked about it earlier, but you said it was simple to use and it was easy. Tell me more.
Simple to use, easy. It's like comes preloaded with the apps that you're most likely going to use, and if something that you want is not there, you can still look at that on the App Store, just like a smart TV. Get some extra stuff if you need it. Yeah, when I was setting mine up, it asked me like, hey, these are the apps that are on it. Are any of these other ones you want? And I'm like, oh, okay, sure. And then I just like added like Crave, whatever that they wanted, and it's great. I could just do it, sign in, just like a smart TV, and away I went. And then you can hop over to the gaming hub and get on there. If you hook up your Xbox Game Pass subscription, you can play some cloud-based games, which, you know, is a super cool thing that's really starting to take off, which I'm excited about. And super straightforward.
Even external devices. There is a micro HDMI input on the side of the Freestyle projector. So you have your power and you also have a mini HDMI connection. So if you have a set-top box, a Blu-ray player, or really any game console, you can connect it directly to the Freestyle. So you have that flexibility of adding different devices, but again, it's the portability. And with a lot of mobile devices and creating your own hotspot, you're able to take this entertainment system on the go. So whether you're in the backyard, whether you're, like I said, going camping or on my boat, or in your castle.
Traveling the countryside.
Yes. And of course, it works really well for you because you're generally only up at night. So the dark viewing conditions really make this projector sing and really excel. Daytime viewing, it's not going to be as bright and as vibrant, but still great picture quality. So you have that still. But again, it's fun, portable. All your guesswork of getting the optimum picture, it's all done automatically. So there's nothing for you to do to go into the menu system and change anything.
Yeah.
All right, so last reminder about the promo that we do have. This is our third part series on our lifestyle screens. We did one on the Seraph. We did one on the Frame TV. And today we have Ashley talking about our Freestyle second generation model. This promo is from today until November 16th. You'll get a free Xbox game controller. I think that's a benefit and a real nice add-on because it's kind of goes with it. So you can take the remote as well as the Freestyle. You may already own one, but I know, Ashley, you go through remotes pretty quick with the amount of gaming you do.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, yeah, you always got to have a stock. And especially if you don't have one, if you get that Xbox controller, you can get the Game Pass subscription, which I think is one of the best things that exists in gaming. You have access to so many things without having to buy a bunch of games. So yeah, you can game right off the hop.
Yeah, and the great thing is, to this point, Samsung's the only one that has Xbox Game Pass available on their TVs, as well as some of our lifestyle products, including the ones we just talked about. That's a big advantage, having that with Samsung and having access to that much content, not only from movies, but gaming as well. So that's really important for a lot of people. All right, so I think that just about sums it up. I'm going to have to hit the seas pretty soon, so I'm going to have to get my eye patch on, glasses off, get on board. How about yourself?
I got out of my coffin a little early today for this, so I might have to go take a slumber once again. But it was a wonderful time being here. I had a great time talking about the Freestyle. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it was absolutely our pleasure having you here today. So again, tell the audience where they may be able to follow you.
Yes. Hi, you can follow me. I'm Ashley Roboto anywhere on the internet. I stream on Twitch primarily Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, twitch.tv/Ashley Roboto. You can also see me on YouTube, all that stuff. But yeah, that's where you can find me, and be cool to see you there.
Yeah, and for Samsung, simply just go to samsung.com/ca. You can get more information about any of our products and go .ca/live. You can see the other the other ones that we did with Seraph, Frame, and of course, you can rewatch this one on Freestyle. So again, I want to thank everyone for joining. Ashley, again, thank you very much for coming. It's time for me to hit the seas. Everyone, it's been a pleasure. Talk to you soon. Thanks.